What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. We hope you're having a good day. Today, we are going to talk about some of the lesser known and dark secrets about Stranger Things. If you like our work, then don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and exciting videos. It can be said without a doubt that Stranger Things is a love letter to the cult classics of the 80s. The show revolves around the mysterious appearance of a boy in Hawkins, Indiana, and all the supernatural events that plague the town after it. This show has gone on to become the most popular original Netflix series of all time. Despite such huge popularity, the showrunners did not have huge funds for the show, and therefore, they had to keep the production under a tight budget. This is what inspired the unique and minimalistic aesthetic of the show. Such a tight budget also led to some setbacks in the production of the show. In this video, we will look into many other dark secrets about the show. This includes the behind-the-scenes secrets, like how did the showrunners prepare the kids for their roles. You'll find everything you have always been curious about. The video also contains some spoilers. Therefore, proceed at your own risk. Now grab your bicycles and flashlights and get to know these 10 dark secrets about the show. Number 10. Millie didn't know she had to shave her head. Millie Bobby Brown was living in England when she landed the role of 11 on the show. Therefore, most of the audition process for her happened virtually. She had her first audition, which led to a callback from the production house. After this, she had to tape her audition and had a Skype conversation with the showrunners. But it wasn't until her face-to-face conversation with the showrunners that she was told to have her head shaved. Millie has also recalled this moment several times during her interviews. She said that she was already nervous during her first face-to-face conversation, and then she was asked to shave her head as this was the requirement for the role. She says that she was totally fine with it at first, but it was her mother who kept on asking for not doing this. Therefore, she eventually became nervous when they were about to shave her head. In order to calm her down, producers gave her a split screen of Charlize Theron in Mad Max and her in order to keep her motivated and undergo this transformation for her iconic role. Number 9. The van flipping scene costed a lot. The van flipping scene is one of the coolest scenes in Stranger Things. But turns out, it was actually quite stressful to shoot for this scene. The creators of the show, Ross and Matt Duffer, did not want to use CGI for this. They wanted to keep things realistic, but they were told by many that it was impossible to flip such a large van in the air. But they could not agree. They had to argue with the producers about this, who agreed finally. They had this idea to use triggered explosives under the van to send it in air, and it was actually approved. But things didn't go well when they were filming for it. One of the explosives didn't explode, which resulted in the van hitting cameras and destroying it. It costed them thousands of dollars. The producers did not want to take risks after this, but the Duffers convinced them. Luckily, the second take went well. Number 8. Will's dead body was a woman. The scene where they found the dead body of Will in the local quarry, the production decided to get help from a live person to make it look realistic to the kids and Harbour. However, the real person used for this was actually a stunt woman who was in her 30s. She had to use a short wig and put on Will's clothes to make her look younger. It would have been unbearable for her to remain this perfectly still, as the temperature there was freezing and they had to film this scene at 3 a.m. in that freezing cold water. Besides this, when they had to film for the scene where Will's body was in morgue, they had to use a dummy which exactly looked like the actor who plays the role, Noah Schnapp. They even used it to trick the actor's mother by putting it in her closet. Number 7. From the Upside Down to Monstropolis. Stranger Things is a horror type and suspense thriller show. It mostly features kids. Therefore, it was difficult for the creators to keep calm on the sets. With all of these child stars filming for a horror show, One can imagine how terrified the kids could be, especially with the fact that there was a monster lurking around them on the sets. So how did the creators deal with this situation? They related this experience to a Pixar movie. Most of the toddlers on set were terrified of demogorgon. However, the showrunners had this amazing idea to tell the kids that it wasn't a bad monster. But they said the demogorgon was a friendly monster from the world of Monstropolis in Monsters, Inc. This made the kids keep their calm on sets. They started to see him as a friend. The creators further explained the scenario that the whole situation became more fitting and sensible as Millie's little sister looked like Boo from Monsters, Inc. Number 6. 20 tons of ice was used for sets. The original filming location for the show was supposed to be in Montauk, New York, but due to practical reasons and the production cost, they had to change the filming location to Atlanta, Georgia. This was mainly because this place reminds Matt and Ross Duffer of their childhood in North Carolina. But the production designers had a very difficult task of transforming this place into a set. They had to go through many towns to look for the perfect set. They found one, but the main problem was that Georgia did not have any snow. For this purpose, they had to ship around 20 tons of snow from Florida. This was then used to turn the place into a winter wonderland. Number 5. The show was almost an anthology series. The amazing continuation of this iconic story wasn't what we were supposed to get. The creators wanted to kick off the first season with the nostalgia and cult classics of the 80s. But they wanted it to be an anthology series with the progression of new tales in other decades like 90s, thousands, and tens. Then the final season was supposed to air in 2020. After the success of the first season, the characters got very popular with the people and it was hard for anyone, even the creators, to let go of it. The show would have said goodbye to Eleven, Will, Mike, Lucas, and the other characters after the first season. Luckily, they realized that how important it was to keep on with these characters and keep telling the original story. Number 4. Stephen King had a hand in casting of Millie. It was reported that more than 1,200 actors, which included 400 girls, were called for the audition. You can imagine this ratio that the creators tried their best to look for the perfect person to play the role of Eleven. We have no doubt that Millie is talented and she could land the role all on her own. She was lucky that Stephen King himself had a hand in the casting of Millie. As the show is related to his movie Stand By Me, he saw Millie in the show Intruders and publicly praised her for her immense talent. Number 3. Millie's glittery surprise. Matt and Ross Duffer have always talked about their amazing experience of working with the child stars. They have revealed that all the child actors are talented and it is fun to work with them on sets. They are professional and sometimes they would make them forget that they were children. But that was until they did something weird to remind them of that. It was Millie Bobby Brown who showed up on the sets one day completely covered in glitter. No one knew what had happened to her. Even Millie herself said that she did not know where this came from. Nothing could be done except everyone on the sets to help her remove it. This ended up more than 45 minutes delay in the shooting. Even to this day, Millie hasn't revealed what got her covered in glitter from head to toe. Number 2. Hopper's trailer only costed $1. Everyone knows the importance of Hopper's trailer. He is a loner dude who spends a lot of time in trailer during the series. No matter how much it costed, the production wanted to have the trailer. Surprisingly, it didn't cost them much. The creators had a limited budget for the whole season, but they also wanted to have everything new for the series. And Hopper's trailer saved them a lot. The team looked for it everywhere on eBay and other sites. They ended up buying it for just $1. Number 1. Man Behind Demogorgon. Demogorgon is one of the best characters in science fiction horror and in Stranger Things. It keeps that suspense and mystery alive. But the character isn't a CGI creation. actor Mark Steger uses a special suit to transform into his role. The suit was customized according to his body and it takes more than 30 minutes to put it on. As the series progresses, they have to make adjustments to the suit. They added 8-inch metal stilts and 26 motors that are used to control the movements. Our video concludes here. We hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.